are a 5, 10, and 25 ohm resistors, wires, battery, a voltmeter, and an ammeter. Before doing this lab, be careful to not overheat the circuit, for it will burn and become very hot and hurt. Part 1. Create a simple circuit using a resistor, battery, and wires. Attach an ammeter in the same loop and a voltmeter in a separate loop to the resistor to measure the current and the resistance. Repeat this with the other resistors. Part 2 of this lab requires you to attach 2 resistors in a series only in one loop. Attach an ammeter in the same loop in 2 different locations in the circuit to measure the current. Attach the voltmeter in separate loops to each of the resistors to measure their voltage drop. After receiving all your data for part 1, use this graph above to organize the information you've received. For the data of part 2, use this graph to organize all your information, and then you can proceed to answer all the questions of this lab. Before answering the questions, keep in mind that the purpose of this lab is to determine the relationship between potential and difference in the current. A perfect example of this can be found in our own homes. Every time we use an electric device or a light bulb, they act as resistors to the overall circuit in the house that can affect the potential drop or the ammeter.